Okay, we really need to fix up this foot. It's not terrible, but it's not great. It's not what I want. I want something that's a little bit better than this, so that's what we are going to do today. Okay, so I went in my garage and I found screws, and they're not fully threaded, so we can use the end of the screws, which I'll show later, to make the foot, I think. And I'm gonna be basically copying this design and making it work for what I need. This is from Make Your Pet, and yeah, so far all I did was make a little sketch, and then we can mirror this across here, and then we have two places for the mounting holes. And then, let's see, let's extrude this by 5, and then we can make this a component. Once we've done that, we can join this to this, and those are not connected. Great. How can we do this? How can we do this? Can we combine everything? Join. I think this will work. Nice. Okay, perfect. So now that we have this, we can... How do I want to do this? Let's extrude this out 4. Extrude this out 4. And so we have 2 screws mounting, or screwing this in. I want a little lip that the thing can slide into, something like this where it can just slide in. That'd be pretty neat, so I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do a create sketch and do a project of this on here. And then we can find the middle. And we can do something like this. And we can just go 6. Now we can mirror this line across here. Before we do that though, let's do something like this. And let's see. Yeah, I think this is going to be good for now. Select this, click OK, extrude, extrude. We'll have to go up above the switch. Something, or just in line with the switch, so like so. This is good. Yeah, looks pretty nice. Now let's just get rid of this for now, and do we need to even add clearance? It's probably not necessary to be honest, but well, we can go like this and then just add a fillet or a chamfer here and here to add for clearance. We'll do that at the end. Let's see. So we have the switch now. Let me measure this screw. And we can model the screw too. 8.2. So let's do... No, I did the wrong plane. Oh well. 8.2. And how long is this? It's 26.26. Okay, so let's just go something like 4. Did I say it was 26 point something? So we can just do 22. How thick? What's the diameter? The diameter is 2.9. So we can just go 3. Extrude 22. And this is essentially what it looks like, basically. Let's see. Actually, we should go probably something like this. Extrude this 3. And then actually, it looks more like this probably. Oh, what? I think 1 millimeter should be fine. Let me measure. 0.5 millimeters would be more accurate. And we can do a fillet like so. But this is basically what I have right now. This is basically what the screw that I cut looks like. 25. Okay, so let's do 1. And then we can make a fillet here. 1. This is essentially what it looks like. And we will use this as a push rod to push in here. So now we need a piece that will... something compatible with this. So let's see here. Let's isolate this. How do I isolate? Let's make this a... or should we just remake this? Let me think. I mean, this design does look slightly wonky. Alright, let me think. Yeah, I think we should remake this design. It's most likely what I'm probably going to do. Can I delete this? Can't, okay. Maybe we should just model it here and then see if we can. From here to here is 31.5. Okay, so this is 20.6 or 0.05. What is this again? 31.5, I think. I think it's 5.25. So, okay, let's see. 31.5, so this should be able to fit across the entire thing. Maybe we should make, I think it would be a better idea if we made it on here, actually, now thinking about it. So let's do a create sketch. Just go something like this. Extrude until it hits right here with a new body. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go ahead and do this. Don't know if I like this gap very much, so I think what we're going to do actually is somehow get rid of this gap. Okay, let's just do this and then we can go here and isolate. Okay, now we need to make everything fit here, but this, yeah, this shape is a little weird to work with. Essentially, we need something like this and then a push rod here to push into it. So, is there a way we can possibly... I think what we can do is, let me think here. Because we can't really create a sketch. I'm not sure how I can model this, to be honest. Wait, let me check something. Maybe this is actually better, like this, and then we can just cut this away. So if we went in here, did this, click finish. I'm trying to think how I want to model this. We definitely need to spend a lot of time to make this part correct in the way we want. Okay, let's delete this extrude, possibly. Let's see. Delete and go back to the sketch. Let's see. Let's make this extend. Let's just build something here first that will actually make some type of sense, and then we can go ahead and do that, I think. Yeah, this should be pretty easy, I think. Well, this part can just extend out like so, and then we can do a create sketch and do just do something like this. Perfect. And then now that we have this, we can probably need to extrude this out up a little bit more. Let's see. Should probably make it so that create sketch. Probably over a tiny bit more. Extrude. Cut. And then we can bring show all bodies. You don't need to go that far. I'm sure this will work just fine. I think it would be a good idea to extrude this down a little bit more so we're technically bending the plastic, bending the metal less once it gets pushed all the way in. And we also need to create a sketch and make, let's see, extrude -4. Let's just do this for now, and then in the very center of here, we can just create sketch. Let's see, where's the center? Right over here. Here we will create one, let's see, 3.1 inches, millimeters. Extrude all the way over here. That's center enough for me, I think. Low key, I think what I'm gonna do is actually move this down a little bit. Extrude. So part of it will actually be hitting the plastic, which is what I want. Yep, this looks good. So part of the screw will be hitting the plastic, and obviously need to extrude this like so. Now let's put this piece in there with a motion linear. Is there a slider or linear or something? Single axis, probably this. Before we do this, we need to make this a component. Joints, let's go here and here. Make this a little slide and flip, and it needs to start. So essentially this will just go here and here. Let's put this here, right here, and then we can ground this, ground to parent. Nice. Put this here for now, and then need to do a fillet here. I mean, a chamfer actually would be. No. A fillet is better actually. This looks about right, and this is radius. So we can just do radius 3 here. Fillet like 2.7. Okay, that looks good, I think. Essentially this piece will just sit right here and bounce back and forth here. And we can create a little foot here for everything to sit on. So this is essentially what my design is going to look like. And how this is going to go in is, if I remove this, this should be able to fit in, I think. But we need to possibly modify this because this head is so big. We possibly need to do a chamfer here. I think we need to. If we don't, we won't be able to put this in, I don't think. Huh. Yeah, that's a good question. It's a great... How are we supposed to put this in? Well, we could, in theory, just move this thing up a little bit like this. That would make everything easier. Let's do that. Now, if we just make a small little chamfer, everything should fit in nicely. So essentially something like this would work. We put heated inserts on the other side, screwed it in, screwed this switch in, and this to just extend out like so, and then show all bodies. Show all components. So this will just go back and forth and hit the switch. I feel like this would be very, very hard to break. This type of mechanism. Because it'll just be hitting like this. I really doubt something like this will break very easily, and this will be pretty robust design. Which is a lot nicer than what we have, because the ones I have right now is a little weak. And we can also just capture position, move this up like this probably. So let's get rid of this, let's get rid of this. So we can copy this and possibly paste it here, paste it new, and move it over here, and let's see how we can mount this, I guess. Okay, so this will be quite annoying to mount. Yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to be able to mount this, to be honest. Maybe we can just, now that we have a general idea of what the design's like, maybe we can just make it on here. Or... I don't know. How can I do this? How can I... Let's get rid of this and... I think what I might try to do is delete this. Yeah, and delete this also. As well as delete this one and this one. Yeah, I think this will help us a lot with what we need to do. Okay, I want to get rid of this. This is really, really bothering me. Okay, now that we fixed that annoying thing, we should probably get rid of these holes, because I really don't think M2 screws are the way to go here. I really feel like we need M3 screws. Just because this is the bottom of the foot, so I feel like if anything were to break, this might be it. Because this would be all the weight of the hexapod is on just these little part, this little part. So I want it to be quite strong actually. So we're gonna redesign everything and make it stronger. Alright, so is there an angle from here to here? There's a 0-degree angle, which is good. Let's create a sketch. Okay, how am I able to put this type of design right here and make it fit? That's a very good question, huh? Okay, let's just try something and see if it works. So let's do a create sketch. And actually I want this to go up over here. I think this is a little bit too high. Something like this. And probably something like this. Extrude until it hits right here. Well, that's not what we want at all. Wait a second. Okay, before we do this, let's check what's going on with this. So this is 10, and this is 10. Okay, where is this? Can we delete this chamfer somewhere? Alright, this is not good. We need to delete this chamfer. Can't seem to find it, which is not what we want. Well, okay, that's very annoying. That is quite the pain. So it looks like this should be able to go out like that, but I don't know. Here, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do a create sketch. And then what we can do is do a project. And they're also slightly off by just a tad bit, which I don't really care to fix, to be honest. And we can measure the distance from here to here, which is 1. Okay, which makes sense, I guess. So it's not terrible, I guess. What we can just do is just do 1, and then everything should be fixed. Yeah, everything is fine now, so let's go ahead and continue with the build. So obviously this needs to be put somewhere over here. I'm still not sure how to do that. Can we somehow just join this piece to here? I don't think this is a very great way of doing it, but we might as well try because I don't know how to do it. Well, we need this straight. We need something when it's walking. Let's try to make this straight up and down. -1, 55, 4, so 53, 52, 50. That looks alright, I guess. -1, 8. Yeah, I think something like this will be fine. Let's actually move this down a little bit. How do I even move this down, man? Like, so something like this, probably. More like this, probably. Yeah, I think this will work. Most likely. Let's bring back show all bodies, show all bodies, show all components. Show all bodies? Yeah, okay. Now we have something like this. We can do a create sketch. Project. Okay, and we can extrude everything that's not inside here. This is most definitely not the best way to do it, but I'm thinking, hoping that it will work. Why is this not? That's strange. That is very strange. There we go. So perhaps something like this. Yeah, I think this could work. Could it? I don't think it will. This looks so stupid. Yeah, let's just do a new body, and then I think what we can do is go like this, combine, boom, 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 combine. No, can we just delete this? Of course we can't. So we can create a sketch here, and do this, extrude -1, 1. Create sketch. No idea what I'm doing. -1. Why didn't it even work? So this extruded -1. We'll just do symmetric. Click OK. Extrude 1. Okay, it's slightly better. Now we just need to. This is so annoying to do. I can't. This is so hard to do stuff that's not like. Section analysis. Can't even do a section analysis properly. Oh my goodness, I can't even click it. Let's just go right here. Okay, can I do a click OK and then do a section analysis right here? So click OK. So we need to extrude this all the way through. And where's analysis? Flip sides so we can see what we're dealing with. And this is looking very, very wonky. I'm not gonna lie at all. Okay, so we should be able to just go like this probably. Okay, let's close analysis. Okay, I think this will work. I mean, so we have a place that we can slot this screw thing in. We need a place now for the screw to be able to mount through. Let's go with something possibly like this. And like this. I think this will work. I think this will work, chat. I think this is not bad at all. We have a screw here, screw here, screw here, and screw here. Yeah, we can definitely have a... We can have one screw here for sure. Right here, I think we can have a screw. Okay, so not bad. Overall, somehow, even though this design looks wonky as heck, it still turned out to work. We need to check though, from here to here is 12. Okay, that's plenty. So let's isolate this and further improve the design, maybe. I'm trying to think here. Okay, let's just isolate this for now and fix up all of this stuff. Come on, there we go. I actually can't believe this actually somehow worked. Okay, so we'll put the screw in. Wait a second, this is not good. We need to do a chamfer, fillet. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is nice. So we put a screw in, then we put the button in, then we screw it down into here. Let me check how deep this is. Okay, so yeah, this is actually perfect. What we can do is actually we can just do this. This will make it look a little bit nicer and cleaner, and we can just put heated inserts. Oh wait, no, never mind, we can't do that. So we'll put heated inserts here, screw it all the way in, and now we should probably work on the appearance and make it look slightly manageable. Let's do a create sketch. Extrude -1. And okay, let's just do both sides, no symmetric, and then click OK. Extrude 1. Okay, there we go, fixed it. Actually, no, we should do a Q. What did I just do, man? Just do a Q. Okay, that completely. Where did it even go? So that doesn't even work at all. Okay, we can just leave this, I guess. So this overall structure is actually a lot better because we have a lot of mounting point here, 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 and here. I'm gonna do something. I'll be right back. Okay. So let's continue. Can we delete this? Can we delete this too? Nice. Let's delete this. How wide is this? I hope this is... Oh, that's so good. Okay, so we can fit a M3, M3, and two M3s down here. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's bring back everything. Show all components. Show all bodies. Okay, this is so ugly. What is this? There's so much stuff. And this is why I need to make a brand new version of everything. So let's do a create sketch and do a project, and then we can do offset -5. Okay, maybe +5 then. There we go. Offset -5. There we go. Nice. So now we can do project up here, project right over here, like so. Now we should be able to make our mounting holes. So let's do M3. Okay, why did this happen? What the heck? M3. Okay, why is this? Well, I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. Okay, why is it doing that? Okay, whatever. M3. That's gotta be like a glitch or something, right? What is happening? What is happening? What is that? What does this mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. What is happening? Why can I not do that? Dude, this is so annoying, bro. Come on. Okay, let's just do offset on. Let's do a project. Actually, we don't even need to do project. We can just do an offset. Just on this. Oh, okay. Makes it a lot simpler. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. So much better. Hopefully this doesn't go all wonky. So M3. Yeah, so this is fine. M3. And let's see, what else do we need to do? M3, M3. Let's bring this down a little bit. And this down a little bit also. And let's see, what else can we do? Guessing a M3 here and here is what I'm thinking. Let's do it. So let's go M3 and M3. We're just gonna eyeball this part because it doesn't really matter that much. To be honest, I think something like this is good enough. Let's go like this and like this. I hope this doesn't interfere. This might interfere. I don't think it does actually, so I think we're fine. Cut. I think we're good. I think this is going pretty well. Hopefully. So we can add M3 chamfer here. M3 chamfer. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, this is looking good. And we can add one slit right here. So let's do a create sketch. And do a okay, why is that not? Let's just do extrude up. 8 is probably fine. New body. Click OK. Now we can do a rectangular tool. Where's a rectangular tool? Where pattern on path would be work better actually. Path, let's select. Just do this path. So something right under this. Something like this looks good. I think this will work. So we can do click OK, and then we can do a cut, combine, cut this, click OK. Which doesn't cut all the way through, which is a slight problem. Alright, there we go. Oh wait, what did I just do? I did not mean to do this at all. Wait a second. Extrude -5, -4 maybe? Let me think. We'll have 4 millimeters on both sides. I think that will be enough. I really think that will be enough. Okay, let's just see. We can always make it bigger if we need to. Yeah, I think this is fine. Maybe, I'm not sure. Because it's quite thick. It's 10 millimeters thick, so I doubt it'll be any problem. Yeah, this will be good. Something like this. And one thing we can do is do a chamfer, do a 2-distance chamfer. One will go all the way over here, and this one will go something like this. This will help us be able to slide it in. It's looking like we need to do something like this. Okay, what is going on? Why can I not? Okay, yeah, seriously, what is going on? Okay, so create sketch. Okay, so this will be good. I think this is okay. So basically we'll just slide it in. And we can also print this with a negative extrusion so everything will fit properly. This is looking very nice, I think. It's not looking very nice, but it's looking very strong. So a chamfer of 2. And we can put a chamfer here, here, here. 1, let's do 2. This is definitely going to be a lot stronger than the last design, which is good. Do an equal distance chamfer. Okay, not bad, I think. Not bad. And then let's see. Yeah, everything is looking fine. Obviously, we need to add chamfer here and here. Add a chamfer here and here. Maybe here too. I think we'll go with 2. Now let's bring out everything. Show all components and show all bodies. Okay, now we have a bunch of random stuff that we need to get rid of before we can actually see it. Yep, everything looks correct. Yeah, this looks nice. Okay, so now we can obviously extend this out a little bit. So we can't do this, we can't do offset. And this completely just breaks my computer. My goodness, okay. So far, I think we're gonna go ahead and go print this piece out, which I don't know how I'm gonna be able to print. Actually, I can just print it sitting like this and it'll be fine, I think. Or, yeah, I think it'll be fine printing like this. Yeah, it should be fine. What I'm slightly worried about is the clearance, because we don't have a lot of clearance. I wanted to actually print a feet for it. Okay, so the feet would have to be around 5 millimeters thick, at least, probably. So if this is extruded all the way back, it would go all the way over here, and we don't have 5 millimeters. So I'm thinking what we can do is actually something like this. Create a sketch, and then we can go here and expand this out to, let's say, 15. That's too much, 10. 12. And we can do a -3. This is good because this will allow us to actually create the feet. So we can do a chamfer 1, chamfer of 1. So it really looks like we're needing to print this like so. Well, okay, so that's quite a bit annoying. Because, okay, so we need to do something -2 chamfer. So 4.5. Why did it work? 4.1. 4.3. I think this will work. This will actually give us more surface area to mount the feet, or mount the plastic part in the feet. But this actually reduces the... I mean, it's still 11 millimeters. That's more than enough. So I have the feet here, and from here to here is... Okay, no, that's not what I wanted to do. From here to here is 5. So let's do the same thing here. Create sketch, capture position. So, into 12. Extrude, -5. And then we did a chamfer of 4.3. Yeah, this looks like it will work just fine, actually. Yeah, this will give us a lot of room for making what we need to do. So let's go from here to here and then add some clearance. So that's 6.4. I think doing 5.5 will be good. So let's create a sketch, and I can add a little foot. That's 10. Extrude. Okay, how far do we need to go? So this is 5, so we can go 8. And then do a chamfer of 4 point... Or just do a chamfer of 4. And then we can do... So what's the diameter of 2? Huh. That's not gonna work. So chamfer of 3.5. Inspect. Diameter 3. So this is good. We'll extrude this until it's almost all the way through. So actually -5.5 is good. Like this. Yeah, this is good. This is very nice, I think. So the foot will be able to fit in here, and then we can add a fillet. Make a chamfer. No, a fillet's a better idea. To make it more rounded. So this will be what the foot looks like, I think. And I think we're done. I think we're gonna go ahead and test print this and see if everything fits. We are going to do a M3 insert. We are going to do a -3 insert. When I do a extrusion, I heard, what's it called? Like basically makes the entire part horizontal expansion of -0.2 will probably work. M3I. Because we're gonna have 4 mounts, this will be a lot stronger than the previous version. And the heated inserts will go here. So let's add a chamfer of 0.5. Okay, not bad. Let's add a chamfer here of 0.5 too. Show bodies. This is gonna be great. Look at this. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's do... Now we should do something about the foot, probably? Wait. Let me do something about this. Chamfer. 1.3. Is that online? It's aligned enough. So 1.3 is probably good here. And let's do a chamfer here and here. So let's just also do 1.3. Okay, why is my computer struggling with this? Like, what is wrong? Seriously, like what? Come on. Are you kidding me? What about this is so hard to compute? Why is it frozen? I don't understand. This shouldn't be such a hard thing to compute, man. Come on. I mean, we could even print the feet with TPU or something and just super glue it. Which would be a pretty cool idea, to be honest. Yeah, I genuinely don't know why it's frozen. Like, what? For what reason is it struggling to compute a 1.3 chamfer? This should be mechanically pretty strong, I think. There's a little clicky sound with these switches, which is, I mean, it's alright, I guess. It's not super big of a deal. Okay, I think I'm gonna turn off the recording and try to fix this and just getting it printed and see if it works.